Hey, that's not my intro. Hey girl, hey, it's Rockstars here. I'm actually thinking about changing my intro. I don't know. Cause that just sounds a little too girly for me. Whatever. So, I just wanted to, I made a video about work, like, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and, I kind of want to do a continuation of that, because one of my coworkers, who shall not be named, is really irritating me. Just because of some of the stuff he says. Like, is it okay if I, like, bitch for a few minutes? I know. I just said a swear word. Oh my god. Peoples aren't gonna be happy. But, let me just say something. This coworker of mine is very, very annoying. Granted, he is 30. Which is fine, I don't care how old he is. But he is just so annoying. Usually, like, we'll just, like, joke around with each other, be like, you know, if, like, it's really slow, and he's a delivery person, so if he has no deliveries, it's, like, really slow for all of us. I'm usually the waitress. I'll be like, are you having fun yet? He goes, no. If he usually goes no, I go, why? And then the last time I asked him that, he goes, because you're here. Let me tell you something. You don't talk to people like that. Especially if you really don't know them. Because they could have gotten bullied at school, and then that could have followed up. Their bully could have said something like that, and then followed up with something worse. You don't wanna, like, make the person relive them memories. Like, no. Like, girl, that's not okay. And then yesterday, he decided that he was going to argue with my manager, whom is also another coworker of mine, because me and her get along really well. In other words, we both attack our other coworker constantly. We both attack the boy that I'm not happy with. I can't mention her name either, although I would love to. The thing yesterday, he was yelling, or pretend yelling, or whatever, at the manager. And she said something along the lines of, I don't care, or something like that. And the male coworker that I'm talking about is, I have a mosquito bite on my arm. Anyway, he's all like, what am I doing with my knife? That's not what he said, that's what I said. I need to put you guys someplace. Whatever I have will not hold you. Anyway, basically, he's like, okay, well, I have a new boo, and then stands next to me, and he goes, oh, hey, just kidding. And I'm like, now, I do not like this guy. I did when I first met him, and then after that, he just went downhill, and I'm like, no. Plus, if you do drugs, I want nothing to do with you. There ain't no way I'm dating you if that's the case. Y'all need to grow up. So, during the duration of this, I'm getting more and more upset with this guy by the minute. Now, the funny thing is with this, is it was around like 9-ish. I was supposed to leave at 9:30. And this had carried on until about 10. Is when this had just continued. And for some reason, they see my mom pull up in our car. And, me and, the male coworker that I'm talking about is all like, oh, looks like you have a table. And me and the manager said, no, that's my mom. I don't know why I just did that. So then he proceeds to say, oh, is your mom hot? And the manager, I almost said her name, the manager is all like, is she with your dad? And I told her that my dad is deceased. And she goes, oh, I'm sorry, you know, so on and so forth. And then the other male coworker that I'm talking about, I almost said his name too, he just keeps pushing it. And he's all like, do you mind if I go out there? Would she be mad if I went out there and just been all like, hey baby? And I would have been like, no, but I'll kill you. I literally told him that. I'm like, no, but I'll kill you. Let's just say he didn't bring any of that up. I'm making sure, I keep hitting my screen. I want to make sure I'm not hitting the record button. Let's see what else. Oh, and then another female coworker who's a waitress like I am, whom I can't mention, unfortunately. She decides she wants me out on time. And a few days ago, I left at 4, or I left at 6, and she wanted me out on time. But I had a table of 17, and it was not easy to do. Because, you know, ow, just smacked myself, the whole 9 yards with all of that, and, which I had accomplished, and I got a $24 tip from them, which was good, which was cool. What else was I saying? Oh yeah, and then, by the time they left, it was almost 6, and she had, the other female coworker, the waitress that I work with, wanted me to clean off the table. So I did. It slipped my mind to wash it. That completely, slipped my mind. I didn't even think of it. Because she was on my case to get out on time. Now, I was trying not to get mad at her, telling her, what else do you want me to do? She goes, well, you can't really do much else because I'll take care of it, but you need to get out of here. And then the next day, she's bitching at me because I didn't sanitize the table. When 1, I completely forgot about it. 2, she kept trying to get me the hell out of the building so I wouldn't get yelled at by her store manager. Yet she was the one yelling at me. I have never gotten yelled at yet for staying later than I'm supposed to. I have never gotten yelled at. Even that one Sunday, if you saw my other video, even that other Sunday, when I stayed 2 hours later than I was supposed to, I didn't get yelled at for that. And I'm sorry that I'm swearing in this video. I just when I get angry, I start swearing like crazy. Yeah. And then I have people that are complaining about the fountain soda machine. Now, we have Pepsi there. Everyone is convinced that we have Coke products. And everyone is convinced that when they get Sierra Mist, they're convinced that it's Sprite, which is the Coke version, which is a Coca-Cola version. And then they always complain that it tastes different than it's supposed to. I go, well, that is because it is Sierra Mist. It is supposed to taste different. They cannot be the same flavor, otherwise Pepsi/Coca-Cola can get sued from it. But they do taste similar to each other. Now, I support Pepsi. I don't drink the actual Pepsi product because I drink Sierra Mist. Because I do not want to die. Because the brown syrup that's in the Pepsi products, which is in regular Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, root beer, wild cherry Pepsi, what gives it that brownish color is a cancer-causing product. it's a cancer-causing thing that they put in it, which also makes it taste good. Now, I don't drink that as much as I used to. I only drink it if I need the caffeine boost, because Sierra Mist doesn't have that. So, are you still recording? Cool. This is going to be a long video, by the way. Unfortunately. Which means it's going to take forever to upload. Anyway. So, I have decided that when they bitch about the fountain soda machine, that I'm going to just tell them, we do have Pepsi products. They are supposed to taste different. They do not taste the same. Now, it's simply not cool for them to say that. Let me give you an example. Now, I had a table of 6. They had complained that their Diet Pepsis were flat. Now, with the soda machine, the fountain soda machine that we have, it has one carbonation tank. Couldn't think of what it was. And if one of the soda is flat, they are all flat. Which means that the other 3, or there was a group of 5, I think. The other 3 had Mountain Dews, which means they would have been flat as well. So, either something is wrong with the Pepsi, or the Diet Pepsi technically, or their taste buds are off, or I don't know what's wrong with them. Or they just wanted something to bitch about. You know, mosquito bite. Totally off what I'm talking about. But basically, the whole, problem that I had with that is I told my female coworker, which was, the waitress, I told her, I'm like, they think the Diet Pepsi is flat. And my coworker, and I quote, says, the fucking Pepsi is not fucking flat. I quote her, that's exactly what she said. Now, I went to go tell our store manager what they said about the soda machine, which means he had to go to the back to fix it, or at least see what's wrong with it. Now, the girl had come up to the waitress, to the other waitress that was working the same shift with me, and she goes, "It is too," and then the whole table walked out on me, because they, they heard Kathy's comment. So, that pissed me off. I was not happy about that. And I was kind of very upset with my waitressing coworker about that too, because her comment made the table leave because the girl was not supposed to be up towards the waitress station where the fountain machine is. They are not supposed to be up there, yet they are up there all the time, and it really irritates the hell out of me, and I just want to go up there and just smack a hoe. As you can tell, I get very aggressive very quickly when people do stupid shit. Now, for the, 13 minutes, Jesus. And the male coworker that I was talking about earlier is very annoying. He does not understand the meaning of shut the fuck up. STFU, bro. He does not understand that. My guess is he will never understand that. Because he is 30 years old, but according to some of my coworkers, he acts like he's 12. He actually looks like he's 12. And all of the people that I work with, the vast majority of them are really young. My store manager, I think, is like 26, I think he told me. And he does not know how to be a store manager. 1, he still can't schedule people right. 2, he's a moron. 3, I get yelled at for the same shit that my coworkers do. Like, my store manager does not like it when we're all just standing around and we could be working. I get yelled at for that, but my coworkers, they get off the hook with everything. It doesn't matter if they have a ton of crap to do. It doesn't matter if all their crap is done. It don't matter with him. But me? Oh, I get yelled at. All the time. And for me, that's not fair. I've only worked there a month and a few days. So, and then they're all complaining about the manager that was with me that Sunday when it was just me, my manager, and the delivery boy. That's the only other video I chewed out work for. But they all complain about him because, one, he is gay. I don't have a problem with that. If that's what he's into, that's fine. I don't judge people, and if that's what he likes, then go for it. I encourage it all the way. I don't like to judge people like the rest of my coworkers do. They all say that because the delivery boy that I've been back talking most of this video, has told me that Zach is gay, but he doesn't know what he is because he's never gotten any. And most of you will know what that means. For me, it's not fair for him to be saying stuff like that. It's not nice for him to be saying stuff like that. Because if he were the manager that they're talking about, he would not like being talked about like that. Behind his back, might I add. So me, being the kind person I am occasionally, remember what they all say about the manager, then I go to that manager and I tell him exactly what they all said. So he knows everything. Although I tell him, pretend you don't know. Which he usually does because I've known him through school. It's not that I have I try to be nice to people, but just making sure it's still recording. But sometimes I don't like it. I don't like the way people treat others. Especially, the place I work is really small in the back of the house. The front of the house is pretty big. The back of the house is really small. So when we're all back there, we're all crowded. And the fact that I work with show-offs on top of this does not help. Like, I work with people who think they know everything. And then when it backfires on them, it's hilarious as hell. And it's not fair for me to end up standing there while they're showing off and they're doing their thing that I couldn't do. And they make it look so easy. It's like, why don't you do my damn work? Because apparently you know what the hell you're doing. Anyway, this video is almost 19 minutes now, guys. Thank you for listening to me rant about everything that's happened so far. Now my manager that is, you know, gay, he's been my best friend for years, so that doesn't bother me at all. In fact, I support him for it, because, you know, you need a friend that supports you for things that you do. Unless, you know, it's like a really stupid decision that they do, and then it's like, no. But if it's something like this, I usually support them for it, be like, you know, because you need to be yourself. You don't want to change for, you know, anyone. Even though they, you know, make fun of you and crap. I just realized I never followed that. That's my advice to you. By the way, I have been eating these like absolute crazy. I don't know why. I have also been building this. Or attempting to, but my mom's gonna have to help me with it. So, alright, we are at 20 minutes now. This is gonna take forever to upload. Alright. Anyways, I love you guys. Like, subscribe, and I will see all of you tomorrow. I might be changing my outro too.